Shout out to everybody. When this video was done, do me a favor and leave your comments. I want to know what y'all think of this situation. This is crazy. I know a lot of y'all probably gonna be, trying to give Troy Ave the benefit of the doubt, but we're gonna get into it, man, because the streets has always been what they were. This is why we need to talk about this, because it's too much false narratives being put out there now. Like, with this whole new world that we in, due to the internet, we hear shit from certain people and we may like them and we just start going with shit because it sound good or because it may sound good for that time. And we start running with certain shit that should never even be respected, or motherfuckers should have never adhered to that shit. So let's talk about the Troy Ave Taxstone situation. Everybody is talking about Troy Ave just testifying against Taxstone. There's screenshots everywhere of what he said and memes made of what he said in court. And my thing is what are y'all surprised about? Of course he ratted. Of course he ratted. How y'all thought he was gonna beat that case? Y'all thought Troy Ave was gonna beat that case on self-defense? He didn't defend himself. You only defend yourself when you're not the aggressor. In that situation, Troy Ave was the aggressor. You see, Troy Ave is a fake tough guy, like a lot of niggas are. He's a fake tough nigga. You see? He was running around, talking shit, and he thought he could run around and play that game with everybody. You can't play that game with everybody. Because some dudes, when it's time to do that, it's no talking. They don't want to talk. And see, Troy Ave, that's what happened with him. He a shit-talking nigga because he really not gonna do nothing at the end of the day but talk, and he got his mans killed for it. And the fact that he's pussy and he's not going to do anything for getting his mans killed, he told. Like any pussy nigga who not gonna do nothing will do. Why are we complicating this shit? Why are we trying to act like we don't know what this shit is? But see, this is what happens when fake niggas try to play the street game. Stop trying to play the streets, homie. Because there's consequences for playing in the streets. Some of those consequences is watching your homies get murdered in front of you. You know that's part of the streets, right, Troy Ave? You do know that, right? Part of the streets is watching your mans get killed. Part of the streets is getting robbed. Part of the streets is getting beat out of work. This is part of the streets, Troy Ave. So when you was running around, getting money, doing all the shit you was doing, the streets wasn't a myth. You see? The streets wasn't a myth as long as the streets didn't touch you. As long as you didn't feel the consequences of playing in the streets. But once you had to man up, right? And hold your nuts like the nigga you claim you are, you tucked your tail. And nobody should respect that. Now the streets is a myth because the streets no longer serve your bitch ass. It don't work like that. Because see, Troy Ave is a sidewalk nigga. He's a sidewalk nigga who started selling drugs and making some money. So he started thinking he was a street nigga. Nah, nigga. Nah, you just participated in the streets. You not a street nigga. You see? That's the kind of nigga Troy Ave is. And a lot of niggas won't admit that. A lot of you niggas ain't street niggas. You just participated in the streets. That's what I tell my niggas all the time. We not street niggas. We niggas who participated in the streets. We block niggas. We niggas who grew up on a block and we decided to partake in certain activities. But we not street niggas. You know why? Because we don't have felonies or none of that shit. We not street niggas. Okay? So all you niggas, all you fake niggas, you need to learn from Troy Ave. If you know you're not ready to die or go up north for the next 20 years, stop. You're not a street nigga, homie. Just accept it. And it's okay. It's okay. Because women like all types of niggas. So you ain't got to pretend to be street. You ain't got to pretend. It's okay, homie. You ain't got to pretend to be something you not. But see, a lot of you niggas, this is how a lot of you niggas is getting women and getting pussy. A lot of you niggas got baby mothers and had kids because you was a fake ass street nigga, Troy Ave ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's all this shit is about. How was the streets a myth when your homie really died? This nigga got the nerve to say the streets is a myth, but his man really got sent to Jesus' day room. Like niggas really killed your man. How's the streets a myth? Your man is really dead. How is it a myth? Do you know what a myth means? You know what a myth is? A myth is something, is something that was talked about for years, but it never really existed. That's what a myth is. How the fuck is the streets a myth and niggas really bodied your man in front of you? That was some street shit. Why? Because y'all came in the spot, y'all saw Taxstone, y'all niggas was deep, them BSB niggas, right? Them niggas was deep, and they tried to run down on Taxstone, and Taxstone let that thing off, and somebody died. That's what happened. Some street shit happened. Right? And what you do, Troy Ave, because your man died and you too pussy to do something about it, you went and told the whole world that the streets was a myth to start persuading people that If I rat, you can't look at me in a certain way because the streets is a myth. See, that's what bitch niggas do. That's why if you a civilian, be a civilian. This is why you niggas should not be playing out in the streets. Because he created that whole conversation of, oh, the streets is a myth, to get you niggas accepting him to be a rat. Y'all don't get it? Y'all don't get it? Why you think the nigga why you think he never dishonored 6ix9ine? Because he always believed that the streets is a myth. Because he just like 6ix9ine. Troy Ave is just like 6ix9ine. Except he was a drug dealer, not a gangbanger. And what happens in the streets, Troy Ave? Niggas die. Niggas get killed. So how is the streets a myth? Oh, so the streets is not a myth when you're the aggressor. The streets is not a myth when you and your homies come out the situation as the winner. But when one of your soldiers get knocked down, now the streets a myth. No, you a bitch. That's what that is. You're just a bitch. And you're not going to do nothing. So what you want to do is dishonor the whole shit to try to make you look like you're doing something better. You see? See, because in the streets, when niggas get knocked down, there's two things niggas do. Niggas either go and get back, right? Or niggas go tell the police. See, that's the way niggas been avenging their homies' death in the streets. That ain't nothing new. Niggas been telling on the niggas who killed their friends. Niggas been doing that. That ain't nothing new in the streets. That's because niggas ain't gonna go get no get back. So they go tell on them niggas. And that's all Troy Ave doing. Troy Ave told because he's not going to do anything else. So to make me sleep better at night, at least I know the nigga who killed my friend is never coming home. Cause I ain't gonna go kill him. He ain't that much of my friend. I don't love that nigga like that to go and avenge his death. But I'll go and tell on the nigga. I'll go and tell on the nigga though. Niggas been doing that in the street. That ain't nothing new. So how's the streets a myth? Huh? People been doing this shit. This shit Troy Ave doing is nothing new. Because this is what they do when they not gonna go and avenge their friend's death. They not gonna go get active. So, what he did, he told. Because that's what niggas in the streets do. That's what they do. You think, so do y'all niggas actually think niggas always go to war in the streets over drug territories? No. Some niggas tell on people. That's how they move you off your territory. They don't come and take it. Some niggas go to the cops. Oh, them niggas over there making this amount of money. They tell. Telling is part of the streets. Okay? So if you don't want to deal with ratting and rats and informants, get the fuck out the street. As long as you playing this street shit, you dealing with rats, homie. That's the streets. Rats. Down low faggot niggas. That's the streets. Booty goons. Yeah, that's the streets, homie. The streets ain't a fucking myth. The streets is real life. Fuck you mean? The streets is where all this shit start and where it all go down at. Fuck you mean? See, that's the problem with you niggas. You niggas want the streets to be what you think it's supposed to be in your mind. Because you want the streets to be easy for you. Nigga, don't work like that. If you win the streets, you win the streets. And you gotta deal with what's there. And you have to move accordingly and understand that there are no rules. There are no rules. I'm tired of hearing you niggas say that shit too. Oh, what happened to the morals of the streets? What morals, nigga? You thought you thought the niggas you was hustling for had some morals? Huh? That's what you think, nigga? Better wake the fuck up. This the streets, nigga. Don't nobody care about nobody in the streets. You better believe it, nigga. I learned that the hard way. Niggas don't really give a fuck about you in the streets. You are a means to an end. Okay? Understand that, homie. You ain't nobody important. Them niggas don't really love you, nigga. They don't. That's street shit. They ain't gotta love you. They in the streets. Them niggas gotta love their mamas and their fathers and their kids. They don't have to love you. You are in the streets. Understand this, niggas. Understand this type of shit. So you can stop falling victim. Niggas don't love you, nigga. Niggas say they love you because you getting the money. All that work you moving is making sure he could pay his bills on time, nigga. And he ain't gotta hear his bitch complaining to him about why the bill's not paid. That's why you his little man and he love you, nigga. Fuck you talking about? That's real life. That nigga don't really love you, nigga. He love you because you moving them packs and you making shit easier for him. Now he ain't gotta hear his bitch mouth because he making money. Niggas don't love you, homie. Niggas don't love you. It's just the streets. Streets is not a myth, nigga. The streets is very real. Very real. It's only a myth to a fake motherfucker. A nigga who's pretending. A cartoon character. A nigga who think he's living in a movie. That's Troy Ave. But your man really got killed. You see? This is why he's so hurt. Because he was just an acting ass little rapper and got his friend killed in real life. His friend really got murdered for him acting like he was something he wasn't and cost his friend his life. And because he's just an acting ass rapper, he's going to go and tell like Tekashi 6ix9ine. His new name is Troy 6ix9ine. Troy 6ix9ine. That's his name. That's his name. Troy 6ix9ine. The streets is not a myth. The streets is very real. How we gonna say the streets is a myth when a lot of our uncles and shit done went to jail and died because of the streets? How is that a myth when we really went to funerals? So we didn't really go to funerals because the streets is a myth. So your uncles and shit didn't go to jail and do 20 years and die in prison. That wasn't real. According to Troy Ave, that wasn't real. My uncle dying in jail because of him being in the streets, that wasn't real. That wasn't real. That was a myth. You know, that never really happened, according to Troy Ave bitch ass. That never really happened, you know. He didn't really die in prison. You know, he really died somewhere else. You know, they lied to you. That's really a myth. That's what the fuck this idiot is saying. All because he got his mans killed and he ain't gonna put no work in. Because he ain't built like that. He just a rapper. Instead of him saying that, see, that is what a lot of people respect about Tekashi. Because Tekashi is not, he never said he was a gangster. Tekashi was always a rapper. See, Tekashi was literally a FBI operative. I believe Tekashi worked for the police. See, Troy Ave is just a rat. 6ix9ine, I believe he's an actual informant. I believe he's an actual informant. But old Troy Ave, he's a rat. He's just a rat. That's all he is. He just a fucking rat who don't want to stand on what he did. And what he did was he got his best friend murdered, trying to be a fake rapper. Got him killed. Straight up. Taxstone said it in his testimony. 6 dudes, he saw 6 dudes approaching him. So what he's supposed to do? He's supposed to talk? Huh? It's all in the paperwork. Troy Ave told everything. He sent Banger to go over there and to do something to Taxstone. The same nigga who got bodied. He told Troy Ave, yo, I'm getting ready to go over there and set it on this nigga Tax. And Tax killed him. That's what happened. That's literally what happened. Them niggas was beefing on the internet. Taxstone finally saw that nigga, and he had niggas with him. So he like, yo, what up? And his niggas act like they was gonna approach Tax, and Tax start shooting. And somebody died. That's what happened. And then Troy Ave ended up getting a gun and you know, doing that stupid shit that he did on camera. Because he wasn't trying to shoot Taxstone. I believe Troy Ave was really just shooting to get the fuck out of there because he was scared. Why? Because he just saw his best friend get murdered because of him. His best friend literally died because of his stupidity. Because of him being a fake tough guy. That's why he lost his best friend. Literally, that's why his best friend is dead right now. And we supposed to feel sorry for this. We supposed to say, oh yeah, the streets is a myth. Yeah, the streets not real. No, the streets is very real. And the lesson that should be learned in this is stop being afraid to be a civilian. Okay? If you a civilian, be a civilian, homie. Stop trying to be something you're not, because you will die. Period. And now, Troy Ave learned his lesson, so now he wants to be a civilian. That's why he's telling and trying to portray like somebody violated him. Nobody violated him. But you know why he's acting like somebody violated him? Because now he's playing the role of a civilian. Because remember, he said that the streets is a myth. So if the streets is a myth, you can't hold him accountable the way you will hold street niggas accountable. Troy Ave, this is what he's done. And now y'all niggas is questioning if he a rat or not. Of course he's a rat. Of course he's a rat. He got his man killed. They came in the spot trying to be tough. He got his man killed for that shit. And then he told on a nigga who killed his man. How are you not a rat? How are you not a rat? Troy Ave was not a civilian. Remember, he was Dope Boy Troy. Remember? He was Dope Boy Troy. He was the nigga getting all his money. BSB. Remember? So let's not do that. He's a rat. Simple. He's a rat. That boy is a rat. I don't want to hear nothing else. He told. And he told because niggas killed this man. That's why he told. Because niggas killed this man. And they killed this man because of him. Y'all came in the spot acting tough and got killed. That's what happened. We shouldn't feel sorry for nobody. Stop doing stupid shit. We all men at the end of the day. Stop coming in places thinking you gonna intimidate people, because niggas ain't scared of nobody. That's how niggas die. It's just that simple. You coming in the spot trying to act like y'all bullies. Because he came in the spot like that. He came in the spot acting extra tough and aggressive because he got his homies with him. And one of his mans got laid down because of that. That's what happens. That's what happens when you run around thinking you a bully. There's niggas out here that'll crush you. And his man got crushed right in front of him like a soda. Deflated his man right in front of him. Because y'all not tough. Y'all portraying an image. Then when niggas deflate your ass, now we need to feel sorry for you? No. 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 Because the streets is not a myth. Okay? You will get deflated. That's what happened. They deflated his man. In front of him. And what did he do? Nothing. He told. He told. That's what he did. He decided to tell. Oh, but he not a rat. Y'all niggas is crazy, man. Y'all niggas is crazy, bro. A lot of y'all niggas act just like these broads. Y'all pick and choose based on who the fuck y'all like. So Troy Ave ain't a rat because you like him. Just like these bitches, man. These bitches the same way. She'll be sitting there in a whole relationship with a snitch. You trying to shield your man, he a rat. Y'all niggas is just like these women, man. Shit be killing me. Niggas don't stand on nothing. These women be with rats all the time. Why? Because that's her man. She don't care if he a rat, because women don't give a fuck about the streets. Stupid ass niggas. And y'all niggas start acting just like them. That's why ain't no code. Niggas been making excuses for rats. That ain't nothing new. Niggas been making excuses for niggas dishonoring the code. Come on. That ain't nothing new. That's nothing new. Troy Ave is a rat. Point blank, period. And anybody who think he's not a rat, I question your integrity. Period. I question your integrity. He could have got out the streets another way. He ain't have to be a rat. If he wanted to get out the streets, if he wanted to just be a father and all that shit he talking about now, he could have did all that without being a rat. He could have did all that without being a fake tough guy. See, this is the problem with you niggas. It's why I say you niggas going through an identity crisis. That's why I always said that. Niggas is going through an identity crisis. Now you want to be daddy of the year when you a rat. You ain't never had to play the streets, Troy Ave. You and Casanova are the same type of niggas. Y'all stupid, clown, lame ass niggas who grew up with good West Indian parents that had money, who worked and had money. You niggas ain't never had to play no streets. This is why I don't feel sorry for goofy ass niggas like you and Casanova. Because y'all are dick riding followers. Y'all are dick riding followers. Y'all are crash dummies. That's what the streets were supposed to do to niggas like y'all. Make sure you crash out because you a dumb nigga. Tired of you fake ass street niggas getting a pass. You a rat, nigga. Period. You ain't getting no pass because you a fake street nigga. Just like Casanova, another fake ass street nigga. You ain't never had no reason to be out here doing what you doing. So don't nobody feel sorry for you. Nobody feels sorry for you because you a crash dummy. The fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. Nobody should feel sorry for a rat like Troy Ave. He's a rat. He's a rat. He's a dishonorable man who don't stand on nothing. That's what he showed. He don't even stand on the street shit that he talk about. He stands for nothing because he's a rat. He has no backbone. He's a rat. He's a rat. Do rats have backbones? No. He's a rat. And this is why all you little fake street niggas learn from Troy Ave. Go get your ass a job, nigga. Go get a fucking job. All right, nigga? Go get a job. Go get a job, homie. Go get on a sidewalk. Go be the nigga you are. Nobody want to hear the streets is a myth. Nobody want to hear that shit. Streets is not a myth. You niggas just don't know how to take your consequences. Just like Big Meech. Big Meech is a rat. Big Meech is a rat. All these niggas are rats. You know why? Because they want to come home and fuck these little dirty ass girls. That's why. These niggas cannot get away from the BBL thoughts. That's why these niggas are rats. That's why they don't take their consequences and take their time like men. Because they want to be out here with these hoes. Weak ass niggas. Rats. Niggas who are not men. You're not a man, Big Meech. You're a rat. We know what happened. We know. You got that woman to get niggas indicted to shorten your time sentence. Listen, dog. We know this how this shit go. Niggas been doing this. We just living in a time where now, we living in a time where we have our own famous rats. But go back in the day, there was famous rats back then. Now, there's famous rats today. Like Big Meech. Like motherfucking Troy Ave. That's all it is. That's all. Niggas was always ratting. Cause that's part of the streets. Y'all think snitching is a part is against the street code. No, it's not. It's part of it. It's part of it. Niggas stealing from their mans. Niggas fucking their man's woman. All that's part of the streets. Getting high on your own supply. All that's part of the streets. All that's part of the streets. All of it. See, y'all niggas watch TV and think that that's the streets. No, that's a snapshot. That's a snapshot. Niggas been telling. How the fuck the streets is over because Troy Ave is a rat? Troy Ave is a rapper. He's a rapper. How is now the streets over with because Troy Ave decided to be a snitch? Listen to y'all niggas, man. It just proves that y'all are civilians. Be a civilian, bro. There's nothing wrong with going to school, having a job, go and get you a girl, have some kids, and live a normal fucking life. There's nothing wrong with that. You know why? Because half these so-called gangster niggas, when they come home from prison, they want to be civilians, nigga. They want to be the nigga you've been running away from. Okay? They want to be the nigga that you've been running away from your whole life. Instead of you being a civilian, the regular nigga that you are, you want to be him. But when he come home from prison, he want to be you. See how, you see? And that's not because the streets is a myth. That's because the streets are real. A nigga doing 30, 40 fucking years ain't a myth. How the fuck is that a myth? A nigga doing 30 years at ADX. That's a myth? No, he really did those 30 years. That's not a myth, nigga. And there's hundreds, if not millions of other black men who went through the same shit. How the fuck is that a myth, Troy ass? No, what's a myth is your street career. That's a myth, nigga. That's a myth. Your street career. That's a myth. That's what nobody should give a fuck about, because you're a rat. You're a dishonorable man. You're a rat. And that's what niggas need to forget about. Your ass. We need to forget about your fake ass life that you've been acting like you've been living, and your fake ass rap career. You're a bozo and a rat. That's what's a myth. You being a real rapper. That's what's a myth, Troy Ave. It is not a myth that you got your homie killed. That's not a myth, nigga. You really got that boy killed. They manned him down in front of you. That's not a myth. You watched it. You watched your best friend get sent to Jesus' day room. That is not a myth, homie. Do you know that that is not a myth? That is not a myth, bro. No way. What's a myth is your raps. Your raps is a myth, nigga. That's what's a myth. Your raps. That's a myth. Your raps. Your street career. That. You being a boss. You being some gangster nigga. That's a myth. That's a myth. You know why? Because when they killed your best friend in front of you, guess what you did? You went and joined the police force to help them take down the man who killed your friend. So, what's a myth is you being a street nigga. That's a myth, Troy Ave. Because you went to the cops and told the cops you were willing to cooperate. See? So what's a myth is you being a street nigga. That's a myth. And all you young niggas need to learn from Troy Ave, because this is going to be a lot of y'all. This is what a lot of y'all be doing. Ratting. Because what's a myth is you being able to live in the streets. That's a myth. You know why? Because you're a civilian. You're a civilian. And there's nothing wrong with this. There's nothing wrong with it. Because guess what? When your big homie come home from up north, or when the big homie come home from doing all them years, he want to be a civilian, my nigga. He want to wake up in the morning and walk to his mailbox and get him a motherfucking coffee. Do you know that? Huh? When them niggas come from out the mountains, nigga, they want to be regular niggas. They want to get up in the morning and smell fresh air. That's what they want to do. They want to be civilians. They want to be civilians. Do you know that? It's time for you niggas to wake up, man. It's time for you niggas to wake up and to realize who you are, man, and walk in that shit. Cause playing this fake shit, you see where it's gonna get you. Look where it got little Troy. Look where it got little Troy Ave. Look where it got him. And a whole hell of a lot of trouble. Now, he's going to be labeled for the rest of his life. Now, he's going to walk around like Sammy the Bull for the rest of his life. He's going to have police protection around his children. See, you could have avoided all of this, little Troy, if you would have just stayed a civilian. You see? They make sidewalks for a reason. And guess what, nigga? Street niggas walk on the sidewalk with their kids. So don't let these little euphemisms that these street niggas use, don't let that shit make you feel no type of way because you a civilian. These street niggas wish they could be civilians again. They wish they could go somewhere and sit down and eat in public without a nigga wanting to blow their motherfucking head off. So stop running around here glorifying shit you see on TV, nigga. A lot of them niggas want to be you. Be understanding you niggas, man. I don't be understanding you niggas, man. You niggas do all this shit for what? I be trying to figure it out. You doing all this shit for what? To prove what? Nothing. You ain't proving shit. And you ain't improving nothing. You destroying your life and your family along with it. Because don't think your children gonna have it easy with their daddies being a rat. Troy Ave. It's not gonna be easy. And you got sons. All they gonna do is tease your sons in school. Oh, your daddy a famous rat. Oh, your father's Troy Ave the snitch. Oh, we saw your father paperwork on Instagram. He a snitch. This is what your son's gonna have to deal with now, Troy. For you not being a man, nigga. Now your son's gonna have to know that their daddy a rat. That their daddy ain't got no respect. You know they gonna have to deal with that, right, Troy? You know that, right, Troy? You know that, right? Sins of a father. You know that, right, Troy? You do know that, right? You don't give a fuck, do you? Knowing you don't even give a fuck. Because you look like the kind of nigga that is all about saving your own ass. You look like one of those niggas, Troy. You came in the courtroom looking like Carlton Banks. That's how we knew. I already knew he was ratting. This nigga came in the courtroom dressed like Carlton Banks. I said, oh yeah, it's over. It's over. It is over. It's over. Taxstone is never coming home. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. And the way his testimony was put out there, you could tell it was coerced. You could tell he went over that shit multiple times. Talking about he was on the floor kicking, trying to block bullets. Shut your goofy dumb ass up. You said whatever them cops told your bitch ass to say. You wasn't kicking, trying to block no bullets, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Fuck is you talking about? You made up the whole story. This shit is made up. If y'all just listen to it, the shit don't even make sense. The shit don't even make sense. One minute you scared, the next minute you wrestling the gun from the nigga. Which one is it? If you scared, why are you trying to wrestle the gun from the nigga? Why you not running? Why you not running, Troy? Not one time on the camera, we saw him run. He wasn't scared. You wasn't scared, nigga. You got scared when you saw your man get killed. That's what happened, nigga. That's what happened. And you started shooting to get the fuck out the spot. Cause you thought you was gonna get shot next and die. You already got shot. You thought you was gonna die after that. You was fighting for your life. You wasn't on no ground kicking, trying to block no fucking bullets. That's a lie. That don't even make sense. You're lying, nigga. You're lying. You got your man smoked. Trying to play this fake tough shit. This should be a lesson, man. This should be something that niggas learn from. Okay? You're not built for combat. Stop trying to run down on people. Because you running down on somebody and you not prepared, you could lose your life. That's what we should take from this, fellas. That's what we supposed to take from this shit. Stop running down on motherfuckers if you ain't prepared. If you not prepared and ready to deal with the situation accordingly, learn from Troy Ave, man. Because Troy Ave is happy he not dead. His man got killed for him. Understand this. And if you're a leader, like Troy Ave claimed to be, you will not put your soldiers in harm's way. And how did he do this? By underestimating their opponent, which is a rule in war. Never underestimate your opponent. He thought because Taxstone was outnumbered, right, that meant something to Taxstone. And it didn't. It didn't. Because Taxstone had some friends with him. You know? Except they were lead friends. You know, his friends, you know, they got lead. His friends are hot lead. And hollow tips. Those are his friends. Not some dirty ass niggas from the block who want to run their mouth and punch people in the face. Copper and lead says otherwise. Copper and lead says otherwise. And that's what happened. You want to be a bully, got killed. Simple. Stop playing with people out here. Because what? Niggas will take your life. Period. Period, point blank. And when somebody get their life took, it don't mean, oh, it's time to be a rat now. Oh, now I'm going to just tell on everybody now. Even though I got my homeboy killed, now I'm going to tell on everybody. No. It's called take that on the chin, homie. You got your mans killed. You got to eat that. Period. We not making no concessions. We not making no excuses. We not doing none of that. Because see, when we start doing that, we actually blurring the lines on what it is to be men. And men have to live with their consequences, man. And you got to stand on them. And Troy Ave got to stand on what he did. He got his friend killed. He got his best friend killed and didn't do nothing about it. And the way he decided to return fire was to snitch. That is not honorable or respectable. And that needs to be said amongst men. That needs to be said. Fuck what the rat industry think. All them niggas rats in the industry. The nigga was opening up that night for a snitch. T.I. He's opening up for a rat. So we can't sit there and judge him based on the industry standards. Because all them niggas is rats. With paperwork and everything. But what does that change? Nothing. Because that's the hip-hop industry. That don't mean shit. In the world of men, that don't matter. In the world of men, that nigga, you don't get away with that. You don't get a pass. You don't get a pass. Because you decided to involve yourself in the streets. So when you decide to be active and to run around and promote street shit, because let's not forget, Troy Ave wasn't just claiming to be street, he was promoting it. He was promoting it in his music. He was promoting on how he was moving. So when some street shit happened to you, now you become a rat? This is a manhood problem. Where niggas don't know how to be men. Stand on what the fuck you say and who the fuck you are. And no matter what happens, you just gotta deal with it, nigga. Because that's part of the game that you signed up for. It's part of it. And we not making no excuses. We not feeling sorry for you either, nigga. It is what it is. Take it or leave it.